Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler with Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, and football is in the air. It's Thursday night, and the stage is set as these two teams get ready for battle. Let's get this thing started with a coin toss, sponsored by Coke Zero. Colorado tees up the ball as we get ready for the opening kickoff. And there's the opening boot. Across the 30. And he's tackled at the 36.
Look at that field position. You know what I always say about kickoff returns, Kirk? It's all about location, location, location.
That's right, Coach.
They line up with one running back in the backfield. 3 wide. They'll work the left side. And they hit him in the backfield.
Hey, Kirk, it's not too easy to run it when the safety is flying to the ball like that.
Well, Lee, I think they have to use a guard, maybe even a fullback to get out there. But if you leave him unblocked, he's going to be all over the ball carrier.
Ace backfield. Here's the halfback. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. And the halfback's got nowhere to go. We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Makes the catch, and look out. And he's taken down at the 45.
There's nothing better for a defense's mindset than to get a 3-and-out. I mean, a turnover, of course, is a positive play, and a coach will take that any day of the week. But to know you've stopped the best their offense has to offer for 3 straight plays, that's a confidence builder.
Anytime you can force an offense to punt on 4th down, you know you came out and did your job.
Tackle at the 32-yard line. What a great return.
A few things here, guys. Poor coverage by the punting team and a great job by the returner of turning the ball upfield.
He didn't have much to do. That coverage was horrendous.
They come out in a goal line set. Gives it to the back. Brought down right around the 44-yard line. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
They're packed in tight on the line. They'll keep it on the ground again. They'll get 6 yards. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. He scrambled. Throws it deep downfield. Missed him.
Yo, guys, that was a very dangerous pass.
This quarterback better be careful. He has a tendency to force some passes, and he really forced that one.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Ball on the 50. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And he's brought down at the 25. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
We've got a 1st and 10. Nickel defense. He'll keep it on the ground again. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
So it's the corner that comes away with the tackle right there.
He got right in there and popped the ball carrier. This senior just doesn't back down from anyone.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Drops back to pass. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out. He looked like he had a handful of jersey on that one.
You know, you can get away with a little holding, but hey, you can't do that.
They come out with 4 wide out. He might not be able to get the pass off. So they sent the safety on the blitz, and he'll get credit for the sack.
Nobody was left to pick him up. He disguised the blitz very well and really made a nice play on the quarterback.
They'll work from the shotgun. And he's hit as he throws. And he will score. They hooked up for the big play.
The coaches do a good job of getting this receiver the ball. They designed plays specifically for him, like the one we just saw.
And the end results are huge chunks of yardage and touchdowns.
And he adds the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. And it's off. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line. Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive. The offense will take over at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. There's a player shaken up on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 32. 4 wide. He makes it to the 32-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
Great play by the senior linebacker to step up in traffic and make that tackle.
He's been making plays like that his entire career. That's why he's out there.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short. Not much on that play, and they'll be short of the first.
Now, I think the offense thought they'd be able to get past this defense, but they were wrong.
Punts it away. Catches it, and they've got him. This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive.
They really made it look easy on that last drive. If they can get some protection up front, then I look for this quarterback to make some really big plays.
The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time. He goes downtown. He somehow comes up with it. How about that pass play?
This may not be his best throw so far as showing up his arm strength, but it might be the best-looking pass you'll see from him all game. He took a little bit off of it this time and placed it in there perfectly. Magnificent play.
First down, 10 yards to go. For the first time today, we'll get to see how this defense responds when they're backed up into the red zone. He's scrambling. He's in trouble, brought down. Aggressive call there to send the corner, and it paid off.
Boy, did he get in there quick or what?
He sure did. But how about this, Kirk? He's only 18, and he's out there playing with the big guys.
They line up in the jumbo set. And he has it on the corner. The 10. Touchdown, Colorado!
What a run. He really looked explosive on his way to the end zone.
He's one of those guys that look a lot faster with the ball in his hands.
and he adds the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it downfield. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. Not a lot of success for this offense on their last trip out.
So far, nothing has been working for this offense.
It better start working soon, Kirk, because these guys can't afford to get into a much bigger hole.
And they motion a guy to the left. Looking to throw. Fires right side. Got his tailback. Tackle at the 44-yard line. And they execute the screen pass for a nice gain and a first down.
They ran that play to perfection. I love the way the quarterback keeps his eyes downfield while the screen develops. Not only is he freezing the safety, but he's inviting a heavy pass rush at the same time. That right there, my friend, is what happens when you run this play like it's drawn up.
First quarter comes to an end, and this one might raise a few eyebrows around the country. The score here in Boulder, Colorado 14, West Virginia nothing. They'll work from the shotgun. Here's the option. They fall on it. So he decides to hold on to it, and that's going nowhere. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. They go with the run, and they'll bring him down behind the line. They didn't really have a chance on that play.
Boy, guys, how about the defense on this play? They sniffed that play out from the start.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 46. It's getting louder down on the field. And they make the stop at the 45-yard line.
Everybody in zone coverage was yelling, run! And the quarterback was able to pick them apart to keep this drive alive.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. One-man backfield. Inside give. He's taken down at about the 43-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
And he took a shot on that play, Brad. It looks like his head might be still ringing a little bit.
The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. The fullback brought down in the backfield.
Wow, that was the cornerback who got into the backfield there. How about that for some run support?
Well, when you've got a guy that can cover receivers and come in and make big hits in the running game, then you know you got a special cornerback.
This guy can cover like a corner and hit like a safety. That is something special.
Brought down at the 42. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, they let him catch it, but they were not going to let him get that first down.
Again, this is a great stop by the defense to keep all the action in front of them and prevent the first down.
He gets it off. Pretty good drive last time out for this offense, right, fellas?
They did a very good job of moving the ball forward. This defense had no answer for the offense.
And in particular, it was the passing game. This quarterback was really hot on that last drive.
Heading for the corner. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
No question. You can tell these guys are very well coached when you see these kind of tackles.
And they'll run him again. Got some open field. It's a fumble. And there's the lucky break that this team has been looking for.
Well, I'll tell you this. If these guys are going to make a run at coming back in this game, they better do it right now.
They need to get the momentum on their side and really take advantage of this mistake. Now let's see if they capitalize.
They're going to review this fumble, and I've got to tell you, I think he was down before the ball popped loose.
I don't know about this one, Brad. They called it a fumble on the field, and they need indisputable video evidence to overturn this call.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. He scrambled. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. To the 20. They'll bring him down around the 18-yard line. So they get the first down on the quarterback scramble.
Hey, you don't need a scouting report to tell you that this kid is a good scrambler.
You're right on there, Coach. This guy just showed what makes him a great dual-threat quarterback.
On the ground with the tailback. What a play, and that is first and goal. That's the dazzling speed we've been hearing about, folks. What a run to keep the chains moving.
Speed kills. It's as simple as that.
Yep, there's no way a linebacker has any chance of catching this guy.
It's the tailback. Touchdown, Colorado! And it's the halfback that got in for the score.
This young man is no stranger to the end zone. That's 2 rushing scores for him on the day, and you have to love the way he's been running the ball all game.
And the way he's running the football, I wouldn't be surprised if he put a couple more in the end zone before the game is over. I mean, we aren't even at halftime yet.
Colorado is lining up to kick this one off. He kicks it. Brought down at the 27. The offense is looking to be a little bit more successful with this drive as they had to punt the ball away the last time they had it. The offense will start at the 27-yard line. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. He looks to throw on first down. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. That'll be a 7-yard pickup.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Pulls it in, and he wants more. And down he goes at the 46-yard line.
They brought the dogs this time. That didn't faze this quarterback, not at all. He showed great poise and delivered the pass for a first down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 46. 1-man backfield. Complete. Steps out of bounds. Right around the 46-yard line.
Not much of a gain there. I'm thinking they need to attack the deep parts of the field a little bit more. Keep those safeties on their toes.
It was a safe call on first down. You never know when someone's going to break loose and make a play.
Gets it out to him again. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. They completed it, but for a minimal gain.
It's not much, but at least it's positive yards.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Drops back to pass. Pulls it in, but he can't stay in bounds, and that'll be a loss. Loss of a yard.
Not a very good read by the quarterback. I think he just wanted to get rid of it before they ended up losing yardage.
And they could really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. Tackle made at the 47-yard line. That interception couldn't have come at a worse time for the offense.
Man, you said it. It's only the first half, and we're talking about this team being out of the football game?
To get back in the game, they need to start making some defensive stops and put some points on the board.
They line up in the jumbo set. Gives it off. They bring him down in the backfield. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
Going with the shotgun here. And he can't get away from the pressure. So that's the second time he's found the quarterback today.
They need to adjust their protection to account for this guy because he is really wreaking havoc on the quarterback.
And this defense is not shy about sending the safety on the blitz. And really, this offensive line still hasn't figured out a way to pick it up.
Can't make the grab.
And that one's going to go down in the stats as a drop, but that would have been a tough catch.
Well, when you're going to school for free to play football, they expect you to catch those, Kirk. Now, I know the defender got in there to break it up, but there are just no excuses for that. You touch it, you catch it. That always has been the rules.
Not a great return there.
Yep, great coverage by the punt team. And Kirk, that punt was a skyrocket.
Boy, he got a hold of that ball. This punter has a big-time leg, and you can see that when he gets a hold of a ball like that. Really goes.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Tipped away.
He was able to just tip that one away, right out of the receiver's reach.
It's second down and 10 to go. Single set backfield. Hand off to the left. They'll get him for a loss.
From a defensive coordinator standpoint, it can really help out your scheme when you get excellent run support by the corner.
Not only does this kid tell him not to throw to his side, he's telling him not to run to his side. Yo.
We've reached halftime, and I don't think too many people were expecting this. The score here in Boulder, Colorado, 21. West Virginia, nothing. Kicks off. From the 7. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They come out in a goal line set. Hands it to the back. And we got an injured player on the field. First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. Tries to get around the corner. He's on the run. To the 20. To the 10. He's in. Another touchdown. He was into that secondary and into the end zone in no time flat.
Man, I'd like to see how fast this guy runs to 40.
I got the opportunity to see him in the playoffs his senior year of high school, and let me tell you, when it came to speed, he looked like a man among boys, and apparently that hasn't changed.
And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. He kicks it. He's to the 10. Gets to about the 27-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. Going with the shotgun here. He looks to throw on first down. They can't connect. Incomplete. Defensive lineman did a good job getting a hand up.
Yep, he broke up that play by paying attention to the quarterback, and then he timed his swat perfectly.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Gives it off. Brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. Third and 2. And it looks like they're going to bring everyone in tight for this one. And they'll get him in the backfield. The offense couldn't get anything going that time.
No, they couldn't. They really looked out of sync there, and they're going to have to make some adjustments to come back next time out.
Oh, excellent punt. He's out to the 30. Across midfield. He's tackled at the 39-yard line. Nothing too fancy there.
Yeah, I'll take those yards over dancing all over the place and getting nowhere any day.
New running back now into the backfield. It's the tailback. He might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. The halfback got the call and was able to carry it to Pater.
Yeah, looking smooth out there.
He's one of those guys they can count on for big plays.
And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He hits a booming kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The last time this offense had the ball, it was 3 and out. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Not much room there as they hand it off straight up the middle. They get 3 yards on the play.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 7. Ball in the 23. They'll work from the shotgun. Option run. Can't get back to the line. The quarterback tried to do a little too much by himself.
Hey, maybe next time he'll get it out to the back so he can do something with it.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 23. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. Go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short. An incredible series for the defense, and they get him out after 3 plays.
That offense has to regroup and come up with a plan to move the ball down the field next time.
He punts it away, and it's a great kick. Nothing doing there, couldn't go anywhere. Well, that was a great punt, and there was even better coverage on the return.
The Gunners did a great job of getting downfield in a hurry. And that was just a great tackle to prevent a big play.
On the ground with the tailback. At the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And there's another one. The running back now has 3 rushing touchdowns in this ball game.
You know what they say, don't you? 3 times is a charm.
Well, I don't know about that, Coach, but this guy is having a great day running the football.
He hits the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it away. And he just got drilled. The offense takes the field again. They were forced to punt their last time out. First and 10. Ball on their own 30. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Runs it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. They got a little bit there, but less than a yard.
Gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 31. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Back to pass. Has it to the senior. Tackle made at the 49. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. He looks to throw on first down. He's at the 30. To the 10. Touchdown!
And that's not where the quarterback wanted to throw that football, Kirk.
Yeah, but how about the play by the defender? That was a great interception and an even better effort to bring the ball back for a touchdown.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Colorado to kick this one off. He sends it downfield. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 40-yard line. Let's see how the defense responds now, coming off that big play just a moment ago.
You know, I really see no emotion on this offense. They just look totally deflated. It's kind of a sad sight to watch.
Maybe you can head down to the locker room, coach, and give him a motivational speech after the game.
Sweetheart, I don't think William Wallace of Braveheart fame could motivate these guys right now.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. Here's third down, 4 yards to go. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. Complete, and he's brought down. Nice play there to pick up the first down.
Kirk, that was quite an acrobatic catch. They don't get much better than that.
No doubt. He did a great job of getting up in the air, ignoring the defenders, and coming down with the ball.
They go with a run. He's tackled at the 38. They got 4 yards on that one.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 38. They line up in an I. And he's tackled right around the 32-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain on the run for the tailback there.
This is a great run. He used a nice juke move on the play, and he picked him up a first down.
Backup running back comes into the game now. Option. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. And that was a big mistake on that one.
Yeah, he tried to make something out of nothing. 9 out of 10 times you're going to end up hurting your team by doing something stupid like that.
We head to the 4th quarter, and this one is pretty hard to believe. The score here in Boulder, Colorado 49, West Virginia nothing. Second and 14. Ball on the 37. They line up with one running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Here's a throw, and it's almost picked. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. It's third down. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And down he goes around the 29-yard line. Wow, a long gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on 1st and 2nd down, so the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that 3rd down.
Those 3rd and long plays are always tricky. The quarterback did a good job there of not forcing the ball and causing an interception.
Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
You aren't going to convert many fourth downs against this defense. That's a really good stop. They line up in the jumbo set. Run left side. Gets to around the 42. He really showed some good speed there.
I'll tell you, no question. When you talk about being able to turn on the jets and leave everybody in the dust, you have to mention this young man. He's got skills, but his speed is what the pro scouts are drooling about.
Another run. Brought down at the 48-yard line. 10-yard pickup on the play.
10 on the play.
Second down and short. Ball on the 48-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. They go right back to him, and he's got a lane. Tackle at the 40. And that looked like 3 plays in a row now that they've called that run.
You're right, and let me tell you, they have absolutely no respect at all for this defense.
None whatsoever, but to get respect, it's very simple. Just stop them.
They'll throw on first down. Almost intercepted. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. It's a block on the corner. And they push him out at the 22. They pick up another first, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
First and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. They'll give it off here. Big opening. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, at this point, these guys are just out there padding stats and running up the score.
Sometimes you play in a game and you can't do anything wrong. You find yourself in a rhythm or a zone. This whole team seems like they've been in a rhythm since we kicked this game off.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Colorado 56, West Virginia nothing. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. He kicks it. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll start this drive at the 20. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. They'll run the option. Brought down at the 26. So he calls his own number and gets about 6 yards.
6 on the play.
Second and 4 coming up here. Going with the shotgun here. They'll run the option. They'll bring him down at the 31. So the halfback got it and picked up some decent yards right there.
Well-designed option play there. The defense couldn't figure out how to stop it, and they picked up enough yards to move the chains.
We've got a 1st and 10. They come out with 4 wide out. Hit on the throw. He caught it. He might have a chance. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line. The screenplay worked that time for a decent pickup.
Yep, you're right. Excellent call to go to the screen to maybe slow down this defensive pass rush a little bit.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Backup running back comes into the game now. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
It's hard to get any pressure on the quarterback when he is releasing the ball so quickly. Great completion.
And this is not good news. This is a very serious injury. Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 41. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. This kid's having quite a day. That's sack number 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, this guy has really made his defensive presence felt today.
He's really made his presence felt today. And if you don't believe me, then maybe you can go down and ask the quarterback out there.
4th down. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Booming kick. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. They'll go to work at the 15-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. They go to the run, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss.
This is picture-perfect defense by this corner. Great job of providing run support.
Yep, he wasn't fooled at all by that play, and he really did well to stop him short of the line of scrimmage.
Little handoff. Knocked out of bounds around the 22-yard line. What do you think, Lee?
Whoa, 200 yards rushing the football in this game, and you know what, Brad? He made it look easy.
As a defense, you can't like the fact that a freshman tailback is going over 200 yards on you. They need to step up.
They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short.
That's not going to keep this drive going.
Good, solid defense there to force them into a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down. They come out in a punt formation. Booming kick. Looking for the corner. At the 40. He's knocked out of bounds around the 32-yard line. A heck of a return.
What I like here is they now have decent field position to work with.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Hands it off. He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. A pickup of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 27. They line up in an I. And they make the stop at the 17-yard line.
Nothing special here. The defense was in man coverage, so the quarterback went to his man on the corner route. That's as simple as the passing game can get. Nice job picking up the 1st and 10.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. Let's see if their play calling changes now that they're in the red zone for the first time. Caught out in the open. They'll bring him down at about the 11. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
The cornerback was in a very good position there to make the tackle.
And the ball game's over. And our final score in this one, Colorado 56, West Virginia nothing. Lee, what are your final thoughts here as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance?
You know, I'm shocked by the outcome of this one, Brad. Colorado came in here and completely dominated this football game on defense. I don't think anybody expected them to do that, but you got to give these kids credit. Sensational effort.
Well, that concludes another game of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.